Good morning students, welcome to our maths class. Now today we will start new topic, that is inscribed angle theorem, angle inscribed in the same arc, angle inscribed in a semicircle and cyclic quadrilateral. This term we will study in today's period. Now see here, what is the inscribed angle theorem? Now see here, it is your central angle, it is the corresponding arc, and BAC is a inscribed angle. Which angle? BAC is inscribed angle in the intercepted arc BAC. And what is the inscribed angle theorem? Measure of angle BAC is equal to half of measure arc BDC. Corresponding arc. Ins measure of inscribed angle is equal to measure of corresponding opposite arc. It is the BDC is the opposite of this angle, and this angle is equal to half of the corresponding arc. Again, what is the measure of arc? Measure of arc is equal to measure of central angle. We have already studied it, and therefore measure angle BAC is equal to half of measure angle BOC. If central angle is given, you have to take half of central angle, and if arc is given, you have to take half of measure arc BDC. It is the inscribed angle theorem, which is the most important theorem, and next exercise depend on this theorem. What you have to remember here, inscribed angle inscribed by the arc. Now BAC is the inscribed angle. It is always half of the corresponding arc or half of the central angle. It is the inscribed angle theorem. Now see here, second topic is angle inscribed in the same arc. Now see here, angle ABC, this ABD, this angle, and ACD. Both angles. Now see here student, what is the next topic? Angle inscribed in the same arc. Now see here, ABD and ACD, these both angles are formed by the arc which are AD. Angle ABD and ACD, both are formed by the which arc, which is the corresponding arc? AD. And therefore measure of these both angles are congruent. What is the property of an inscribed angle? Angle inscribed in the same arc are congruent. Angle inscribed in the same arc are congruent, and therefore measure angle ABD is equal to measure angle ACD. These both have the same measures. Now this property also you have to use while solving the problem. Now see here, what is the next? Angle inscribed in a semicircle. Now see here, PR is a diameter. PR is a diameter. PR is a diameter, therefore PQR is semicircle and PMR is also semicircle. Now angles formed by the semicircle are always of right angle, and therefore angle PQR and angle PMR is equal to how much? 90. So what reason you have to write down? Angle inscribed in a semicircle, or angles formed by the diameter. Angles formed by the diameter is a right angle, and angle formed by a semicircle is also a right angle. Now next is cyclic quadrilateral. Now see here, what is meant by cyclic quadrilateral first. Cyclic quadrilateral means if all the vertices of quadrilateral lie on the same circle. Now see here, PQRS all lies on the same circle, therefore it is called as cyclic quadrilateral. So generally definition is asked in the fill in the blanks or MCQ. So what is meant by cyclic quadrilateral? If all the vertices of quadrilateral lie on the same circle, then it is called as cyclic quadrilateral. Now see here, what is the property of cyclic quadrilateral? Now there are two properties. First property is opposite angle of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Opposite angles are supplementary, means angle P plus angle R equal to 180 and angle Q plus angle S is equal to 180. These opposite angles are supplementary. It is the most important theorem, is also based on this property. It is the most important theorem, generally asked for 3 or 4 marks. It is given in your textbook in the form of activity. So in the next period we will take that theorem. Okay, it is the most important theorem. Now see what is the second property. Now second property, now see here, QRT is an exterior angle. QRT is an exterior angle. Now what is the property of this cyclic quadrilateral? Exterior angle is equal to opposite angle of adjacent interior angle. This angle is equal to angle P, means QRT is equal to which angle? Angle P. What is the statement? Exterior angle of cyclic quadrilateral is equal to opposite of its adjacent interior angle. Adjacent interior angle is this and opposite of it, and therefore measure angle QRT is equal to angle P. Measure angle QRT is equal to angle P. It is the second property. Now these both properties are very important. Now see here which type of problems are based on the cyclic quadrilateral. Now any one angle is given, you have to find out the remaining angles. Now if angle P is given 70, what is angle R? 110, because opposite angles are supplementary. Now if R is 110, how much is this angle QRT? These both angles are congruent. Therefore QRT is also how much? 70. You can write the directly reason exterior angles, or you can find that angle by angles in a linear pair. Now if it is 60, then how much it is? 120. This type of questions are based on. Or if QRT is given, you have to find out angle P and angle R. Okay. So these type of problems are based on this. So students, write down all that I have given in the video in your textbook. All the theorems and properties are important. Now in the next exercise 3.4, all the problems are depend on these properties. So students, I hope you understood all these theorems and properties. We will take cyclic quadrilateral theorem in the next period and also start exercise 3.4. Okay. So thank you and have a nice day.